What's up? Welcome into your Daily Buckeye Blitz for a Monday. Let's kick the week off right. Get it going. September 16th, 2024. Right off the bat, this is a very special day because it's Jeff's birthday. My brother, Jeff Warwick, it is his birthday. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. I know you're not watching the show, but anyways, happy birthday to you. All right. If you see him out there in them streets, which wish Jeff a happy birthday. All right, let's get on with the show. Please make sure you subscribe to the YouTube channel. I will be back Friday, 4:30 p.m. Eastern. Get you geared up for the Marshall game coming up on Saturday, and we'll talk about the latest info and things all around Buckeye football from this week. Today, though, since we had a bye week, we're going to kind of change the schedule a little bit to just today. Um, Recruiting updates. We haven't talked recruiting in a long time. There's a lot going on, especially along the offensive and defensive lines here. So let's get into it. First, I do want to talk about running back Bo Jackson, Buckeye commit out of Cleveland. He was injured Friday night in his game. He was seen on the bench. It looked like a knee. He had his leg up on the bench and had ice pack around it. So um, afterward, he just said, quote, I got my left leg rolled up on in a tackle. My knee feels great, but I might sit out the next game. I hope that I will be back on the field against our next opponent. So doesn't sound like a long-term thing, but I would imagine the Ohio State staff is probably leaning on the coach there at Villa Angela, St. Joseph, to maybe sit him out week, maybe two. He's already got his offer. He doesn't have to prove anything to anybody. So, T's and P's, thoughts and prayers up for Bo Jackson's knee. Now, I've got a new offensive lineman for 2025 for you to watch. He's an in-state guy, actually from Dublin Kaufman. 2025 prospect Max Patterson. He is a tackle. 6'7", 270. He does not have a rating on 24/7 at all. But I think that's going to change soon after his tape gets out there and gets circulated and they reassess their 24/7 rankings and stuff. So Patterson camped at Ohio State last June as, excuse me, sorry, as a tight end. He worked most of the day with Keenan Bailey, of course, but Justin Fry and his staff pulled him over later in the day and worked him out at O-line. Now, Patterson's high school film was all at tight end until this season. At 6'7", 270, he's a senior, of course. He's now a full-time tackle. Still does not have an offer, but the Buckeyes want to see his development. And the primary message from the Buckeye coaching staff is Patterson said, they're watching me very close. The relationship started last season. We're just going to keep moving forward, but the relationship is great. And they love me, and their whole staff is great. So Patterson's hoping to get back for another Ohio State game day. He said, he said, I feel like I'm coming along quite well. Ohio State said they really like what I've been doing. And Coach Fry came up to me after the game and said he will keep watching my film and be keeping in contact. So Buckeyes have a new one there, in-state guy. You have to assume, barring some major splash, that he's probably going to be like a 3-star. I don't know if he'd be a 4-star at this point, but we'll see. Just based off a senior film, I'm not sure he's going to get a huge boost or a huge ranking anyway. Next up, another 2025 offer went out. This is to this name is going to be a problem. Demola Ajidan. Ajidan. 6'6", 280 out of Duluth, Georgia. He is currently committed to Georgia Tech. He's a four-star, 9175, nationally ranked 231, number 25 tackle, number 35 player in the state of Georgia. Now, uh, Justin Fry offered him last week, and there seems to be some mutual interest. So that's good. He committed to Georgia Tech back on August 3rd, so just over what, 6 weeks ago. He also took visits to Georgia and Ole Miss over the summer. Uh, Aji Dahan could take an official visit to Ohio State in the next few weeks. And Fry should make a huge push for this guy. A four-star tackle from Georgia. Yes, sign me up all day long. Uh, all in all, Damola, can we call this guy like Dame or something shorter? Damola. Anyway, sorry. I just have I try to be efficient with my words, right? That's why I call people by their initials a lot of times, like PC, right? It's faster. Anyway, he has over 30 offers. Ohio State hasn't given up pursuit of Micah DeBose, the Alabama commit. It's a long shot still right now, but Tavian St. Clair has talked about him being the top player that the coaching staff is asking him to recruit. So St. Clair is bugging him every other day. All right, now let's shift to 2026 O lineman. Will Conroy, in-state guy from Ignatius, St. Ignatius. Do I have to say St. Ignatius? Seems obvious, right? Anyway, 6'3", 275 from the Cleveland area, 336 nationally ranked, number 26 interior O lineman, number 15 player in the state of Ohio. He's a four-star, 8'9", 2'9". So he said he'll be returning to Ohio State soon on October 5th for the Iowa game. Conroy's recruitment's been a little unusual. He didn't camp at Ohio State this summer at all. He didn't make any recruiting visits over the summer. It seemed like him and the Buckeyes were not connecting at all for whatever reason. Then Conroy released his top 5 schools back in mid-July. Ohio State wasn't on the list. So you're like, what the hell's going on here, right? It was Oregon, the Cheaters, Arizona State, Florida, and Oklahoma. Now, I would think he probably wants to amend that list, maybe delete a couple off of there, maybe 3. But some people think that Conroy's camp isn't sold on the Buckeyes' ability to develop offensive linemen. Other people say it's because Justin Fry and the staff haven't prioritized Conroy. Now, Conroy said Fry's down-to-earth nature is one of the things he likes most about him. So which is it here, folks? Uh, Will Conroy said, quote, I like just sitting down with him and I can have a regular conversation and not feel like if I make a mistake, he's going to like cuss me out or anything like that. Um, he's there truly to get you better as a person, which I really like. You can have a normal conversation with him, not about football, and it's going to be normal and you'll feel good about yourself. There are some coaches that you can have a conversation with, but you're scared to say something wrong or that they won't like you. But with him, it's all very relaxed and personal. So the Buckeyes have limited time to prove that they have a plan for Will and that he is a high priority in the class of 2026. So they've got to make those 2 things very clear. Okay, we got a couple more 2026 offers for O linemen that went out. We're going a little O line heavy today. Number 1, Breck Kolojay. He's 6'5.5", 300 pounds. He's at IMG, but he's originally from Colorado. He is a four-star, 9115, nationally ranked 244, number 18 interior, number 44 player in the state of Florida. Now, he picked up a Buckeye offer last week. He has offers from most of the country's best programs. Kolajay said he was waiting to narrow his top schools list until after he picked up an offer from Ohio State. The Buckeyes, the Cheaters, LSU, and Bama are the 4 schools that he's expecting to include in his list. He's visited a handful of SEC schools so far. Hopefully, he makes a trip up north to visit the Buckeyes. The other offensive lineman for 26 that the Buckeyes offer Buckeyes put an offer out to is JB Shabazz, 6'7", 295. He's from Kernersville, North Carolina. He's a three-star, 8650, nationally ranked 501, number 31 tackle, number 21 player in North Carolina. Ohio State is the ninth offer for him. He talked to the Buckeyes a few times leading up to the offer. Um, JB says that, JB's got a big frame, a ton of raw talent. He's a player that will get more and more big time offers as schools see his junior film. Right now, he has 17 offers so far. Okay, changing gears a little bit here. We're going to switch over to the defensive line. Zahir Mathis, 2025 Buckeye defensive end commit. His official visit could be coming soon. So he's the lone commit prospect who has not taken an official visit to Ohio State in this 25 class. So he's also been considered a potential flip candidate. Mathis visited Penn State several times since his Ohio State commitment. He plans on being back in Happy Valley for a game day visit this fall. But Mathis announced that he'll be back in Columbus, quote, soon. So it's unconfirmed at this point, but Mathis' likeliest visit date is in October for the Nebraska game. So we'll see if that happens, and we'll also see if he shows up at a Penn State game. All right. Last one here, the big guy, 5-star 2026 Louisiana defensive tackle, Jahkeem Stewart. He has withdrawn from his school, no longer at his old school. So he's looking for an alternative quickly so he can reclassify to the 2025 class. And then he wants to enroll in January. So he'd be enrolling next January, just in a few months. So there was speculation he would end up at IMG, but the rumor is that he's enrolled at Edna Carr High School in Louisiana. But Stewart likely won't be able to play for Edna Carr's football team this fall because of the transfer. So he could end up sitting out. I don't know if that's good or bad. Probably not good for your long-term development. I think it's good to be around some good coaching and obviously a workout, quality strength staff and stuff like that, keeping you on your toes and keeping things moving for you. But maybe he has the money to hire his own trainer. Who knows? But we'll see what happens with Jahkeem. Looks very much like these are just the early steps of him reclassifying, and it's just a matter of time before that happens. So would be nice to see him on a football field, though, this year. So, yeah, that's it. That's it. That's the list. A lot of O-line offers, a lot of O-line talk. Thinking back to Bo Jackson, hopefully he's all good. Would not like to have him come in all dinged up, and long term for him, you want him to be able to live out his dream of playing for the Buckeyes. So that's it. That's all I got for you today. Talk to you tomorrow. Go Bucks.